I know this is like not breaking news for most people, but I don't know how much you guys follow it. I was just looking into it and seeing where it went and seeing how legitimate it was. But have you heard about Usain Bolt? Usain Bolt had $10 million invested in an investment fund in Jamaica, and these folks cleaned out his account. Usain Bolt got $12,000 in that account now. And apparently the money was just supposed to be sitting there, wasn't supposed to be doing anything, wasn't actively invested. Money gone. And this is my question to everybody regarding this situation. What in the heck possessed that man to put his money in Jamaica, in a Jamaica investment bank account? Is he crazy? It's about 2 billion Jamaican dollars and 10 million US dollars. And now there's 12,000 US dollars left in the account. Nobody knows what happened to the money. Now, I'm looking into this, I'm thinking, oh my gosh, this is probably this brother's life savings. This dude is wiped out. And so I went and I did some research and I realized Usain Bolt made about $90 million doing track and field. 90 million. So that $10 million, now it's 10% of his, it's a little bit more than 10% of his earnings, lifetime earnings, but ain't nowhere close enough to break his pocket. That shouldn't, unless he was reckless. Unless he was reckless, I'm going out of camera. Unless he was reckless, man, listen. This is the crazy thing about all these ex-black athletes, right? Ex-black athletes, and that's not everybody, but for the most part, after they finish doing their sport, this basketball, football, they say about 55% of them go back to being broke, making millions of dollars. 50, 60, 70, 80, $100 million. And they go back to being broke. Now, this is the question I have. How is it that this statistic is predominant amongst the black athlete, but is not predominant amongst non-black athletes? How come many times we hear about these scandals? Guys, Scottie Pippen got ripped off by an accountant for a whole lot of money. We know, what's the boy's name? Vinny, who played for Milwaukee, he lost all his money. Antoine, that's not his name. Is it Antoine? Antoine from the Boston Celtics. He had about $80 million in his career. He lost all his money. If they didn't protect Allen Iverson would be broke right now too. A lot of these brothers lose all their money. They finish playing and they spend out their money. And let me tell you something. It's not because it's not because they weren't paying them enough, they didn't make enough. Like, you go to guys like Mike. Mike didn't make the kind of money that Steph and these guys are making. Magic didn't make that kind of money. Clive didn't make that kind of money. Dr. J didn't make that kind of money. There are certain guys that they don't let go broke. Do you notice that? Certain guys become institutions. It's rare that you've ever heard of a guy who's like playing at a serious level. Like Kareem didn't lose all his money. Bill Russell didn't lose his money. Certain guys they don't let lose their money. Certain guys they don't. They protect them. They give them advice. He's not broke. I know he's not broke. Usain ain't broke. Usain made about 90 million, and he down 10 million, but he made about almost $100 million in his career. He's not broke. But it made it look like he is broke. It made it like, shoot, I couldn't afford to lose $10 million. But Usain is another example of certain institutional guys. You can get ripped off, but they won't let you go broke. My caption says, "Is Usain is Usain Bolt broke?" Question mark. Right? It's a question mark. Right? It's not a statement. It's a question mark. Right? So certain guys, they don't let go broke. That's what I'm trying to say in basketball. Certain guys, it would be impossible for them to go broke in basketball. Certain guys, they won't. That's why they got Shaq on television, Charles on television. Certain guys, they put in a position to never actually be broke. My position is, Usain Bolt, if he lost every penny he ever made, Jamaica cannot afford to make Usain Bolt go broke. It would look too bad. And I don't know if any Jamaican athlete, and I believe Usain still lives a lot of his life in Jamaica. I believe he does spend a lot of time in Jamaica, as many guys do. Jamaica cannot afford to make Bolt go broke. Literally, Jamaica would have to print money and give it to him. Because as a internet, how do I go look? He definitely can't. He's a national treasure. Exactly. There are certain blacks that they shalom to you, to Yahusha Kingdom, Yahu's Kingdom. I got contacts in, so my eyes don't work good sometimes. But there's certain people that they can't afford to be broke. They can't afford for their situation to get jacked up, and they can't afford for them to be broke. But there's certain people that they let go broke, who make just as much money. There's people who've made just as much money and more as Usain, and they've gone flat broke. They let Hammer go broke, but they wouldn't let Michael Jackson go broke. Okay? There's certain people, the industries and the culture cannot let them go broke because institutional. They're institutional. They're individuals that you say, no, these people here, we can't let them go broke. Right? They're too big to fail. That kind of scenario. Let me see what y'all saying. Print what? 0 out of 0. They're in the negative. Listen, I don't know why this man failed that he was going to take his $10 million and put it in a Jamaican investment bank. Is he crazy? That's what I said. I'm thinking, this man is out of his blasted mind. Why would he do that to himself? It's Jamaica wonderful. Like, Jamaicans want to support, but what would make you take $10 million and put it in Jamaica? Why would you even transfer your money back to? I believe I'm hoping he kept the money as USD, but why would you even transfer the currency back to Jamaican dollars and leave it there? Something is wrong with you. Good night from UK. With Jamaican parents, we are watching this vividly. Hey, listen, I believe in this. This is what I believe in, okay? I believe that when we go back to the Caribbean, we go home, we go buy land, we build a house, we even start a little business, a little rum shop. You might even have a little small hotel. But for God's sake, don't transfer that money back into an institution, a financial institution in the island. I'm sorry. Especially in Jamaican dollars. Come on. No Jamaican will fight me for this. There's no Jamaican going home, converting their money back to Jamaican dollars and say, yeah, let me convert all my savings. Let me take my lira, if you're coming from Canada, which is a locked-in retirement account. You're not taking that and saying convert it to Jamaican dollars. You can't do that. The minute you convert it to Jamaican dollars, your investment, the currency is a depreciating currency. So why would this man go back to Jamaica and put his $10 million in a? What kind of foolishness is this? And then he hired lawyers, and they gave him. The lawyers said, "We're giving you guys 10 days to bring back my money." The money's been there since 2012. That's how much money this dude's been making. I don't know what his intention for it was. I don't know who tell him to leave that money there in 2012. And I guess he left it there and didn't look. And when he go look, that 10 million is now $12,000. I know, man has been buying plenty of red stripe. Plenty red stripe. Buying. Them man say, boy, won't leave his money here, boy. And he ain't looking for it. That is craziness. It's Jamaican who knows. I'm shocked he put it in. Yeah, I'm shocked he put it in a Jamaican bank. I'm shocked. I'm shocked. If anything, I'm putting the money in a Cayman bank. I'm in Jamaica. The money is sitting there in the Cayman. So it's in the Caribbean. I can still little island hop and do my banking. He was getting updated statements, so he thought he was good. Is that what you heard? He's not safe, especially if he's trying to get it back. He's not getting it back. He's not getting it back. What are they going to liquidate to give Bolt back his money? What are they going to do to give Bolt back? You think they're just going to snap their fingers? This is what they're going to say. Man, Bolt good, boy. Bolt, we not let him sue us. He ain't getting that back. Government ain't even going to step in. They'll say, hey, Bolt still make Bolt me $100 million. It's all right. That's our tax. It's our tax. They're not giving him that back. Anyhow, though, Bolt said, hey, you guys don't give me my money back. I'm on my face. I'm going on news. I'm going on CNN. I'm going to embarrass Jamaica. I'm going to say the Prime Minister. I'm going to say Jamaica has stolen from me the country itself, and no Jamaican athlete run for Jamaica. Listen, Jamaica cannot afford it. That is bad publicity. If I was the Prime Minister of Jamaica right now, I would say, hey, take this out the papers right now. Listen, write the man a check. Listen, write the man a check. Minister of Natural Resource and so on, so write the man a check right now. Get him his money back and pull them people license. They will not be able to invest with a man with a lemonade stand. What? You know how much jerk chicken was getting eaten on Usain Bolt bill in Jamaica since 2012? Man was, you know how you Jamaican roll, you roll. This is the thing, they don't know about jerk chicken here. They think you just put some sauce on it and you stew it in a pot. Nah, Jamaican and manage rolling. You know how much pot rolling on Usain Bolt to spin off 10 million. Listen, all you too wicked, boy. Listen, I don't know which set of Jamaican sit up and say, we about to rob Usain from the inside. From the inside, all you take is money. Y'all didn't even stick the man up in the market like decent criminal. A decent criminal would have said, hey, come over here, give me. Y'all even do that. Y'all say, hey, come on, oh yes, sign right here. Wonderful. It'll be right here when you come look for it. Gone. The money, gone. $10 million. They just siphon out that money, suck it out, piece by piece. I never hear anything so in my life. No Trinidadian athlete has ever been ripped off by a Trinidadian bank. So, whoo, what's going on? It was 12 million. No, it was 10. Don't try that. It was 10 million. You trying to get inflation or what? Princess, you want 2 of that million for yourself. You work for the insurance company? It was 12 million. 12 million. 10 million. What do you mean? Not 12. It was 10. Yeah, getting updated statements. I don't know what kind of statements they were. Them people is teeth. They were sending him statements. Look, watch this. You're sending me statements, right? I check my online. I have my little secretary, right? And you know he's a Jamaican. He has a secretary, probably a side piece. And the side piece secretary is checking his thing. And this is the Caribbean, you know. A little side piece secretary, the chief man in that investment company, that's she side man too. This thing couldn't have happened easy. Whoever is checking that, whoever was getting them statements, this was a whole connection. Everybody was ripping him off. And so when somehow he said, no, 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 I want to see, transfer my money here, or move my money over here, they said, Mr. Bolt, there ain't no money. What do you mean there's no money? There's only $12,000. Money's gone. Everybody must have been ripping him off. You can't pull a scam like that easily and sending me statements every month. You can't do it. Princess, you can't do it. You see, I think Princess was in on this year. ESPN, CNN, no. It's $10 million. And I asked the Jamaicans myself. I didn't go to CNN, ESPN. I went straight to the Jamaican people. I went straight to the Jamaican news. You know, I don't like CNN and ESPN when I'm talking about the Caribbean, because I want to hear people talking in their British Caribbean accents. It is incredible to hear that a born Jamaican has been robbed of his currency. I want to hear them speak like that. I want to hear them British West Indians speak. Okay, so I went straight to Jamaican news, and the Jamaican news people telling me it's 10 million USD, baby. 2 billion Jamaican dollars. CNN no convert money from Jamaican to Trinidad, from Jamaican to US. You tell a Jamaican, you tell any Jamaican, hey, send me $500 right now. A Jamaican right now, as I said that, converted that money into Jamaican dollars in their head, you know. CNN can't do that. Then people was converting the money from Jamaican, from US to Jamaican on the spot. 10 million, that's about 2 billion Jamaican dollars. I was like, oh, you guys know the currency is good. Anybody who know the currency, right now you tell me money in Trinidad. I know the conversion rates in Trinidad. I know the conversion rate in Trinidad and Ghana. I can tell you right now. CNN can't do that. So don't trust CNN's numbers. Don't trust their numbers. Princess, I feel Princess is in on this. You know. Princess, you're not getting no kickback. It was $10 million. Now it's 12.7. You see? Every time Princess posts, the money go up. Every time. I think Princess was running the bank, because it seemed like Princess can't keep she. But yes, PHP Princess, it definitely was 12.7. See, Tiana and Princess, it take a team to thief people money, you know. These two women here is inflating this thing. I only been on 17 minutes, and they inflating this thing from 10 million to 12.7 million. Listen, that's why you say, and I bet they're Jamaican too. You say you can't trust nobody. Who is going to be able to return 10 million USD to Usain Bolt? Who's going to give that man back his money in Jamaica? Ain't nobody there to give that man, write that man a check. Yeah, Princess and Tiana both in on it. I've never seen more boy. These women sit down here and just inflate numbers just so and talk about ESPN and all kind of things. Them is the kind of man that you have to worry about. Pretty gal that they just spending people money fast. Tiana and Princess, I hide my wallet from you. I'm afraid of you. Listen, but seriously, this guy he's his own enemy. He's his own enemy. I'm sorry. I'm going to Trinidad. If I go, I'm going to probably retire in 3 places. Okay, 3 places. She about to change the amount again. Exactly. Give she a minute. Give she a minute. No, it's 12 million for real. They corrected themselves. No, don't try that. I just come off the Jamaican news. I go straight to the source. You know. All right. Listen. I said, what am I going to say? I'm going to say there's 3 places I want to retire. But let me hold that. Listen. I don't go to a Chinese man. I don't go to a Chinese man for pizza. I don't go to an Italian man for Chinese food. And I don't go to ESPN for Jamaican news. All right? I went straight, deal with the people then. And they tell me the numbers. I sit down and I listen. They converted the thing, 2 billion, unless the currency changed. Right? Or Bolton and in Trinidad they say, he's a smart man, which means you're a crook, right? Unless Bolt hires some smart man to inflate the number from 10 million to 12 million, and then he hired Tiana and Princess to inflate the number from 12 million to 12.7 on a post right here, you know, right here. These women went from 12 million to 12.7. I never seen it. So this conspiracy is getting bigger as we talk. Okay, as we talk. It was his ex-manager. Oh, it was his ex-manager. Okay. It wasn't a regular ghetto youth to rob him. Somebody uptown. Yeah. Yeah, I'm telling you. It was, I told you. I don't even know this. And I can tell you, I know the future, you know. Anybody talk to me say, I know the future. Listen, you can't thief $10 million by yourself. I'm telling you, you need some Princess and Tiana on your team. And they are giving that man receipts. Here you go. Here you go. Here you go, Mr. Bolt. Oh, yeah, man, my money look good. Yep, every week. My money look good. Princess boy, you're really doing this banking thing good. Yes, me and Tiana are doing a great job. Tiana, who's she? Her over there. Oh, I didn't know you had an assistant. But you know what? Let me go check. Let me go check the bank. Oh. Let me go check the bank myself. That's when you're catching horrors. Phew, don't mix me. It was his ex-manager that signed the withdrawal. See? You got this thing can't be done by itself. 3 places I'm going to retire. I'm going to have a place in St. Vincent, right? I'm going to have a place in Trinidad, right? And I'm going to have a place in Italy. Those are the 3 places. And you can't stay one place when you retire. You can't. Because then people get smart on you and they try to kill you and things. Especially in the Caribbean. You have to move around, right? They don't know when you're here, when you're there. You move around, right? You can't retire in one place. And guess what? Guess where my money is living? My money will not live in Trinidad. My money will not live in St. Vincent. Okay? My money living in a place. Okay? I'm going to tell you where it's going to be. Hold on a second. Let me tell you exactly. You know what? Oh gosh, I have to take that call, boy. Let me tell you. I'm coming back on this live. This is going to be part two of what I'm going to do with my money. Give me 5 minutes. I'll be back on this live.